Is this really Fiji? After sailing 1,900 miles over 12 days, we were expecting to be welcomed by singing and smiling faces, but our experience was a bit different upon arrival. Therefore, after Yoda finished quarantine, we stocked up on food and headed out to explore Fiji sailor style, and this is our first impression. We are officially checked into Fiji. How's it feel?
Feels good.
Feels great, especially that solid 8 hours of sleep I got last night.
Yes, finally.
The check-in process was fairly easy, but it was very detailed. Authorities from health, biosecurity, and customs all came to the boat, and the biosecurity officer went through our freezer, went through our fridge, and threw out any fresh vegetables.
Yeah.
Anything that was cooked, we could keep. And we didn't have any meat left, so
Oh, they would have been gone.
That's just something to keep in mind when you're traveling around. Definitely check the rules of the countries you're going to. We had heard they were quite strict, so we had very little food, right?
Exactly.
We're at Port Denaro, which is a touristy place, I would say. Yoda was inspected by the biosecurity vet today, and so she is quarantining on the boat. It's 7 days, which started from yesterday. Funnily enough, we have our friends on Parlay Revival right next to us, right?
It's amazing.
It was great to see them and catch up a bit. Other than that, we've just been doing some work. We'll do that for the next week because we have to stay here while Yoda quarantines, and someone from the biosecurity office will come here every day to check on her. It'll be a little bit before we can get out and explore, but after such a long passage, we have a lot to catch up on. So it's fun.
Yeah.
Today is a very special day.
Yoda doesn't know it yet, so we can't tell it yet.
I know, she's inside hiding because we've been here in Fiji for a week and she's kind of gotten used to the fact that she doesn't come with us. But she got clearance today, this morning, and she can go to shore. So we're gonna take her for her first dinghy ride and first walk. Ready?
Yoda? What do you think? Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Come here! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Come here! Crazy dog! Come here! Come here! Oh my goodness!
It's time, Yoda.
It's time to go! Yes! We're going! Come on, top! Yeah! Yes!
Alright! Time, kid. It's a whole new place, Yoda. All new smells. You guys can probably hear that it's quite windy today, so Yoda's opting to stay under the seat so she doesn't get wet. Yoda, stay. I have one shoe on. Oop, there she is. She's up. Great, Yoda. Moment. There we are. We're ready. There you are. Yoda Libre. Yoda's in Fiji. Now let's see how far we get. Before they stop us and ask for our paperwork, because we were told that pretty much everybody here knows that dogs are not allowed on shore with vessels, but maybe it's not obvious here. Blah.
How does it feel to walk Yoda?
Feels great, actually. I miss walking too. I do want to say how fortunate we are that we were able to import Yoda to Fiji, because after our import permit application was approved, Fiji stopped issuing approval of import permits to import cats and dogs on vessels. If you want to bring your dog, you have to import them via air. And they do have to be in the prior country for 6 months. We know there are lots of people that wanted to bring their dogs here or cats and weren't able to, and our heart really goes out to them because we understand what it's like trying to travel with a dog. It's so difficult, and so we're very fortunate, but our heart does go out to those people. This place is great for walking Yoda. There's huge sidewalks and lots of tree cover for shade. It is like a private island and with some resorts, so it is pretty touristy, but right now it feels pretty good. Yoda, how was your first walk on shore? Was it good? Yeah? You enjoyed yourself? Now you're ready to go back? It's hot, huh? Okay, wait. Today we're going on a provisioning run and we're taking the bus into Nadi town, and we're gonna try and go to the veggie fresh market, supermarket,
Meat market,
the butcher,
Italian deli.
We're a bit ambitious, but we're looking forward to taking the bus into town to see what that's like, and then we're gonna get cabs in between.
Yep.
If you're enjoying this video, give it a thumbs up, leave us a comment down below, and be sure to subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out. Fiji is an island country in Melanesia, which is a sub-region of Oceania in the southwestern Pacific Ocean. Fiji consists of an archipelago with 330 islands. The two main islands are Viti Levu and Vanua Levu. About 3/4 of Fijians live on Viti Levu's coast, either in the capital city of Suva or in smaller urban centers such as Nadi or Lautoka.
This is the tourist town.
Yeah.
That's good. Come and experience a little bit of the real Fijian things.
Yeah.
Because you're here to come and see what the real Fijian people do, right?
Yeah.
We've arrived at the market and see what is here.
Nice.
Yeah. We walked past vegetables with brown marks and wilted leaves, along with unfamiliar roots, to the more organized, familiar section of the market. Yeah.
Hula.
I believe these are freshwater mussels from the river. This is kava root. This whole area of the market is for kava. So there's a whole bunch of different vendors that are all selling kava root. We've had a few people come up to us and asking us to buy from them.
Have you tried kava?
No.
No? You do try?
No, thank you. When you go to the outer islands, you need to do what's called sevu sevu and present kava to the village chief, apparently. So we need to get a bunch of this. Mind-altering substances, companions in life's rituals. Wine in Italy, scotch in Scotland, vodka for Russia's frost, hashish for Morocco's dreams, opium for Southeast Asia's escape. In Fiji, it's kava. More than a drink, it's at the heart of the sevu sevu ceremony, a ritual of welcome and acceptance. Visitors like us present kava root as a gift, seeking acceptance into a Fijian village, and the community gathers to share the drink. Bitter and grounding, it quiets the mind, connects people, and deepens stories. Some substances bond us, like kava. Others are escapes, but all attempt to bridge humans' need for meaning.
All right.
Inaka. Let me take a photo. Now we've got our kava situation sorted.
It's get some spinach.
Yeah. The market was alive with colors, smells, and sounds. But underneath the vibrant facade lies a different truth. The laughter, the haggling, the clamor of daily life, they mask the struggle, the hustle of people trying to make ends meet. Our cab driver, a man with stories etched into the lines of his face, took us from the vegetable market to one supermarket after another, the wine store, the butcher, and along the way we passed by a concrete factory, sugarcane fields, and the trolley used to transport it. He navigated the chaotic streets with a practiced ease, but inside the market he stood back, watching us spend what, for him, was a small fortune to fill our baskets with things that are just out of his reach. He eats mostly vegetarian, he said, because proteins are too expensive. When asked what he likes to eat most, he had trouble finding an answer. When we insisted, he said, local butter and crackers, a luxury he reserves for rare, special occasions, something we'd tossed into our cart without a second thought. Do you think we got enough?
I hope so.
We're off. All right, we got everything put away and we're hoping this food will last us for 2 months. We're also hoping to catch some fish along the way, but we'll see. We should have enough protein to last us, and of course the fresh veggies don't last, so we'll just do what we can there. Overall, it seemed like they had a really similar selection to what we saw in Polynesia, except they had more of these root vegetables, which we really weren't sure what they were and don't know how to cook them, so we didn't get any. But for the most part, the bundles of vegetables, the local produce were $2, which is $1 US approximately. And things like tomatoes, as I said before, $5. The carrots were $2 for 3 of them. The meats were approximately, for chicken and pork, like $5 a pound. The lamb was about $7 a pound. So the prices for groceries overall here is definitely cheaper than in Polynesia, which is awesome. But of course, the Carrefour in Tahiti, we do miss. But our cab driver was great because we initially had recommendations from other local cruisers, or from other cruisers, but he took us to some other spots which ended up having more choice, which was great. We sailed away from the tour boats. Comfort is easy here, but we weren't looking for easy. We left Port Denaro just a little while ago, and we are headed over to a place called Musket Cove. So our Fiji cruising is beginning. We're super excited to get out of the port and see what Fiji is all about. Our first stop was actually, it's a pretty famous spot in this area, and it was recommended to us by some really nice ladies we met in the laundry at Denaro. They said it's a great spot to meet people, and so being in a new country, there is nothing like, meeting new people, finding a community here, and getting some local knowledge about the best spots, about weather, because we're trying to get back over to the Lau Islands, which are east of here, so it's really directly into the trades. By talking to local people, we can kind of figure out the best route and what weather to look for. So not much wind today, but we are going to try and get the sails up, and it's a great day. A huge thank you to our patrons. We are so grateful for your support. If you'd like additional content and real-time updates, consider joining the Harbors Unknown community on Patreon. We're almost at the entrance to the channel for Musket Cove. It was a short trip over, just like 12 nautical miles. So we furled this screecher and we're keeping our eyes peeled because everyone has told us that the navionics charts are totally off for this area and there are a lot of shoals and reefs. So we have open CPN up and we're gonna keep our eyes peeled. Is quite a busy area. Hopefully we'll be meeting lots of people. Now we've just got to find a spot to anchor. We are anchored. We were very focused on finding a spot, so we forgot to film. Looks really beautiful here and looking forward to checking out the area. Hey Yoda, what do you think? Are you looking forward to going to shore, or are you looking for fish? We're gonna go into shore and figure out where to take Yoda for a walk or a run on the beach, maybe? We got a tip from some nice cruisers that we can tie the dinghy to this coconut palm here, the fallen tree, and take Yoda to the beach here. But she's not allowed at the actual Musket Cove place because they have their own dogs. But Yoda loves the beach.
That's good.
How is it? It's good? Yeah. This is great. Very marshy here. There are lots of birds and you can see some mangroves sticking up. There are clams in the sand. Lots of seaweed here. We haven't seen seaweed in a long time.
Is this a wolf? Is this a rabbit or a deer? It's a starfish. No, no.
Don't step on it.
No, she didn't get it. Look, paw print of a starfish. But you can see that they make it in the water.
This one's moving. And then.
No, they're moving. His legs went up.
Yep.
And now that one, I think it's here. They made it in the water. Look how many, there's a million of them. Holy smokes. Bugs are coming. Whoever said there's no bugs, no mosquitoes here, is lying. There are mosquitoes.
And no CMs or whatever those sandflies.
Whatever they are,
things.
they come out at dusk and they punish you.
This is such a great spot for Yoda, and it really is beautiful, kind of marshy area with the hills in the background. You ready to go back? No. Come on, Yoda. Let's go.
Come on. Come on. A little more. Little more. Here. Shake. Yeah, it was like loaded with mud, so.
To get out of here, it's a little bit dicey. We have to be super careful about all of the reef. It's notorious for like the charts to be totally inaccurate. We're gonna try and go through a pass on the reef. It looks like it's about 4 feet. It's almost high tide now. We should be able to make it through.
I don't like the way this water looks yet, so I think we're gonna go to the next pass.
Yeah. It looks like we're coming up on the second pass here, and in this pass there's supposed to be a channel of water that's like 30 feet deep, where the other pass, the first one, was only 4 feet deep. We're feeling much better about this one. And you can kind of see it, I think, where the lightness of this reef on port ends, and then the lightness of the reef on starboard starts. So looks pretty good. We're making our way through now. Looks good. At least the water is nice and flat. Well, that was no problem at all. It's just a little, you want to be super careful the first time you're going through a place and you don't have any tracks or anything. There is no wind today. The winds are actually being blocked by Viti Levu, the island that we came from. We still want to hop over to another island. It's called Vanua Levu, and it's right next to another island, Nadira, I think it's called. The reef there is supposed to be super nice with some black-tip sharks, turtles. So we're looking forward to seeing like the blue waters of Fiji and getting out there. We were here at Musket Cove, and you can see our track, how we went through the pass in the reef, and now we're heading up north a bit to this island here. It's just 25 nautical miles away. We've seen fish jumping, so we're gonna put out our lure. We already have one out on the other side. Unfortunately, when we were on the passage from Bora Bora, a big fish just like took our best performing pink and black lure, so we'll see. The Mamanukas rose ahead, dry and wind-worn, far from Fiji's lush heart. The mountains of Viti Levu blocked the rain, leaving these islands to the sun and wind. We passed the party islands, the noise faded, the wild crept in, slow and quiet. The islands we're passing now look pretty cool. I believe the bigger one is called Manu, but that's where they're filming Survivor right now. So if we want to go there, we'll have to wait until I think after July 25th. Today's like the 13th, so we're hoping to be out in the Lau Islands by then. You can see the islands that we're going to just behind me. Looks like there's 3 other boats there on AIS, so hopefully there's room in there for us. I think there will be. Got our open CPN up, just to make sure we have our satellite imagery ready. Exciting! We've arrived at our destination, so now we just have to figure out where we want to anchor. We're going around a bit of reef that you can't see on the surface, but there's a shallow spot. It goes from like 100 feet to 12 feet, and then we'll make our way into the island.
Yeah, it's no tent, huh?
What's the depth now?
Huh? Depth is 20 foot.
Yeah, we have to go in closer. That's why the boats are closer to shore. Wow. The water is beautiful. We're anchored and I'm gonna go for my first swim in Fiji waters. We've got some little sharky visitors, so hopefully they don't get scared away and they'll swim around with me. There he is. The little sharkies have come to greet us. Unfortunately, Fabio's not feeling well. He has a flu of sorts, I think.
Kristin has decided to get in the water, swim with the sharks. Yoda is not in favor.
I'm a little nervous because we don't know about these Fiji sharks.
They don't look that big. There's a bunch of them, so.
Yeah. They came close, curious or bold. Maybe used to chum, maybe just intrigued. Their eyes showed no fear, no secrets, only the honesty of the wild. We've dove with sharks a number of times and each encounter is different. At Fakarava's wall of sharks, they seemed to be in a trance, resting in the current, but along the reef they came to check me out. Even in uninhabited Tahanea's waters, where human encounters would be far less frequent, the sharks swam in for a better look. In Morea's shallow waters, visits from people are more common, yet their curiosity remained. Two species so different, yet for a moment lives intertwined. For the first time, I was alone in the water with a number of sharks, both of us fascinated with the other. It's difficult to express how truly magical this experience was, our first glimpse of what Fiji is really like.